Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rich here on behalf of Rich TV Live, and wow, this news was big. So I figured I'd bring it to you first because that's kind of what we do. We bring in the news and we bring it to you first. I mean, we've been doing it for years, um, doing it better than anybody else, and we're just going to continue to. And man, did this stock ever rip last night? Like when the news came out, the stock immediately ripped up 10%. And it's already up pre-market, and I believe this trend will continue. In my opinion, this goes up even higher. Let's go here, horizontal line. I'm gonna trap this like this. And I did this yesterday, and I did a pre-market, and LXG exploded like I predicted. And I fully anticipate that Taat is gonna open up pre-market, and we're gonna see this continue to go up, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is the big news that came out yesterday, and we're going to break it down. This is Taat's website, Taat USA. This is the big news. Taat Lifestyle and Wellness Limited signs letter of intent to acquire leading U.S. hemp cigarette brand sold in over 1,600 locations. Oregon-based Redwood is a seed-to-smoke hemp company that offers a lineup of premium, high-quality smokable products made with its own organically grown hemp. Redwood's product selection is carried in more than 1,600 U.S. retail stores. This is a game changer. This is the news, in my opinion, that was a game changer and is going to lead this stock over $1 today, which the company intends to leverage to make Beyond Tobacco. You know, it's funny. I like Very Good Food, which is a plant-based company, and obviously Beyond Meat is the most popular plant-based food company in the world. I believe Very is going to be equally as popular, maybe even more over time. These guys have a Beyond Tobacco trademark, which I think is quite brilliant. And it intends to leverage to make Beyond Tobacco trademark available to a wider audience of retailers upon its much anticipated launch planned to occur in Q4 2020. As a result of the proposed acquisition, Taat plans to benefit from Redwood's broad production capacity and possibly reduce the cost of producing Beyond Tobacco trademark by as much as 50%. Wow, that's the part right there, guys. Taat plans to benefit from Redwood's broad production capacity and possibly reduce the cost of producing Beyond Tobacco's trademark by as much as 50%. That's a game changer. More ROI means more return on investment, means more money in the bank, means a stronger balance sheet, means a stronger company. They had a conference call yesterday publicly to discuss this. Hope you guys were there. And here it is. Las Vegas and Vancouver, July 13th. Taat Lifestyle and Wellness Limited. Taat in Canada. MOLOF in America. 2TP2 in Frankfurt, Germany. Is pleased to announce that it has entered into a letter of intent dated July 10th, 2020 to acquire Redwood Reserves Limited, one of the largest and best established U.S. hemp cigarette brands, for an acquisition price consisting of $1,155,000 and 2,390,000 common shares in the capital of Taat. And you know what? Taat's tight share structure allows them to make these acquisitions, and it doesn't really hurt their share structure. So I believe this is going to be news that's going to be a catalyst for the stock. This strategic acquisition is intended to provide more cost-effective manufacturing capacity to Taat, which is huge, in addition to gaining an established direct distribution network through which Beyond Tobacco trademark cigarettes are planned to be supplied to Redwood's extensive network of retailers. As Redwood's product line is currently being sold in more than 1,600 U.S. smoke shops and convenience stores, carried by several distributors, and sold through Redwood's online store. The company will realize cash flow from Redwood's continued business activities following the proposed acquisition. Additionally, the company believes that Redwood's product offerings can complement Taat's Beyond Tobacco trademark product upon planned Q4 2020 product launch. Subject to definitive agreement, which the parties have agreed to proceed with diligently and in good faith to negotiate and settle the terms for execution on or before July 31st, 2020, Taat will acquire 100% of Redwood. Massive, 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 resulting in, isn't this beautiful? Using stock to acquire revenue generating businesses that can potentially reduce your ability to grow your business and reduce your expenses in production by 50%. This is a huge deal, guys. I need you to understand this. This is why I'm bringing this to you right now. Resulting in Redwood becoming a 100% subsidiary of the company. Wow. Which means Redwood could potentially spin out on their own as a public entity eventually. The acquisition of Redwood is subject to customary conditions of closing, including without limitation the satisfactory completion of due diligence by both parties and the receipt of applicable regulatory and governmental approvals. Founded in Portland, Oregon in 2019, Redwood produces hemp products that are characterized by an organic growing process and the unique horticultural properties of Oregon's Willamette Valley, which are said to yield hemp of remarkable quality. Its seed-to-smoke production chain allows for complete visibility into every step of a Redwood hemp product's journey to maintain the high standard that has earned Redwood a sterling reputation in the hemp industry. Aside from its flagship proprietary blend hemp cigarette products sold in a stick format and cigarette-style packaging shown below, Redwood also offers pre-rolled hemp in a joint format, as well as keef and various varieties of single gram, dabs, and flowers in 3.5 gram and 7 gram units. Redwood has developed 3 proprietary hemp strains to include Carolina Dream, Golden Redwood, and Wild Bourbon. All proprietary strains, as well as the Redwood Reserve Blend, have undergone separate laboratory tests conducted by Confident Cannabis to provide users a comprehensive overview of the respective qualities. They got the reports there and a link. I'm not going to go through that right now. Redwood's flagship hemp cigarette retails for US $16 for a 20-pack, average rating of 4.82 out of 5 stars from 130 user reviews on Redwood's online store. To date, Redwood has established a presence in more than 1,600 US retail stores, to include stores in major markets such as New York, Los Angeles, Dallas, Chicago, Boston, and San Francisco. In the past 6 months, Redwood has formed agreements with more than 12 national and regional distribution firms to supply Redwood hemp products to retailers throughout the United States. Redwood presently has open dialogues with additional distribution firms in which new distributorship is being contemplated to potentially further expand Redwood's retail market reach. Through strategic search engine optimization, Redwood has gained significant online visibility, even without the use of pay-per-click advertising. As of this writing, Redwood's website benefits from top-level visibility in the featured snippets section of Google search results for search terms to include benefits of CBD cigarettes, shown below. Moreover, sales volumes on Redwood's online store experienced notable recent growth, with June 2020 sales 421% higher than sales for the month of November 2019. Wow. Unbelievable. Following the online store's launch in October 2019. This is a huge news, guys, and I really believe the stock's going to rip. Obviously, I brought you guys this pick first, so I'm not surprised, but I think this is big news, and I think it's important to understand how the news affects the market, and this is clearly going to affect the market, okay? So you can take a look. We are ready for the market to open, and when the market opens, we will be ready. I fully expect this market to go up, and if you are in this stock, you should be excited right now. I think that this is huge news. I think this is like enormous news for this company. And let's continue to read it. Redwood is operated under the administration of its co-founders, Anna Redwood and Dennis Grayson. Ms. Redwood, whose family owns Redwood Family Farms, supplier of premium hemp plant material to Redwood, holds the chief operating officer role at Redwood, seeking to embrace the farm-to-shelf model as a method of ensuring product integrity. Ms. Redwood also founded medicinal hemp firm USA Hemp, which later expanded into South America through its U.S. Hemp Brazil division, supplying medicinal hemp that is currently being prescribed by Brazilian doctors. Mr. Grayson, who is Redwood's chief executive officer, has an extensive entrepreneurial background in the hospitality, land development, and beverages industry. Grayson entered the hemp industry in 2015 and quickly ascended to the position of business development manager at Exantic Biopharma prior to co-founding Redwood. Taat's addition of Redwood to its brand portfolio by way of this acquisition is expected to provide several benefits to the company. This is the first one, which I think is going to be massive. Production capacity. Taat estimates that the manufacturing cost of Beyond Tobacco trademark can be reduced by as much as 50%. That's a game changer. With its access to Redwood's highly efficient production system. Furthermore, new production capacity can increase Taat's overall supply bandwidth, giving it the capability to fill a greater volume of orders upon the planned launch of Beyond Tobacco trademark cigarettes. Proprietary smoking cessation insights similar to Beyond Tobacco trademark, Redwood has positioned its hemp cigarettes as being potentially helpful to tobacco users who wish to quit smoking. On account of its unique properties of cannabinoidal CBD, a non-psychoactive derivative of hemp, which has been shown to be helpful in facilitating tobacco quitting attempts. In June 2019, Redwood published a study of the benefits of hemp cigarettes for smoking cessation, which included testimonials and numerous success stories from Redwood hemp cigarette users who used the product to reduce or eliminate their dependence upon traditional tobacco cigarettes. As the production of Beyond Tobacco trademark hemp cigarettes is currently in its initial stages, proprietary insights relating to Redwood's hemp cigarettes could be applied to late-stage revisions of Beyond Tobacco trademark to potentially enhance the products. Redwood's June 2019 study can be accessed at the following link, which you guys can take a look on your own. Now let's take a look at cash flow. Because Redwood's hemp products are currently sold in more than 1,600 stores throughout the United States, in addition to sales through Redwood's online store, the company's acquisition of Redwood will provide additional sales and cash flow to Taat from Redwood's business being carried out as usual. This is huge. This is massive. And you guys need to understand how this is going to affect the market. Okay, right here, Redwood's co-founder and CEO Dennis Grayson commented, "The emergence of the hemp industry in the United States took place very rapidly, and building the Redwood brand as an icon of Oregon's one-of-a-kind hemp ecosystem was very exciting to do. We took a boutique-style approach to curating a lineup of artisanal and organic hemp products so that we could offer our customers a lifestyle-driven brand that provides an unforgettable experience. This acquisition deal with Taat reflects both how far we have come as a business and how bustling our industry has become with the many popular applications of hemp. Whether recreational or medicinal, Taat is on the verge of introducing its Beyond Tobacco trademark line of hemp cigarettes, which we firmly believe is ideally positioned to compete effectively in the US $814 billion worldwide tobacco cigarette market. Taat has already achieved very strong momentum even before the official launch of Beyond Tobacco trademark, and we are delighted for the Redwood brand and products to be part of that. We're enthusiastic about acquiring Redwood for many reasons," said Joe Deegan, founder of Taat. Their organically grown proprietary strains of hemp have earned Redwood a loyal base of followers, in addition to strong relationships with retailers and distributors. Aside from that, having access to their production capacity can improve our production timelines for tobacco, Beyond Tobacco trademark, and reduce costs considerably, thus bringing Redwood under Taat's umbrella in an operational play for the company itself, in addition to a marketing play to capitalize on the brand recognition of a proven and successful seed-to-smoke hemp company under great leadership. I believe Beyond Tobacco trademark can prosper in combined marketing and distribution efforts with Redwood's product line, which is already highly sought after. We look forward to exploring these synergies as we get closer to the planned Q4 2020 launch of Beyond Tobacco. And then they had a conference call, which I know many of you were privy to. So you can see here that Taat is really making moves, and I'm not really surprised. I brought you guys this pick first and told you guys they'd be explosive pre-IPO, and they are. And I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you. This is kind of what I expect. I thought that this was a revolutionary product since day one. Wow, this is another press release? Second phase of Beyond Tobacco trademark market research underway with NV's largest consumer product testing firm. This is another news. So Taat Lifestyle and Wellness announced that it has commenced a second phase of testing for its Beyond Tobacco hemp cigarettes, in which the intensive series of focus groups will be carried out by Nevada's largest consumer product testing research firm, Las Vegas Field and Focus LVFF, to obtain feedback from test subjects who will compare Beyond Tobacco trademark cigarettes to legacy tobacco products. This phase of research follows the company's first research phase, which began in early May 2020, in which more than 50 retail stores in Nevada and California carried tests versions of Beyond Tobacco and solicited anecdotal reviews from customers regarding the product's similarity to traditional tobacco cigarettes. As announced in the company's June 29, 2020 press release, the general consensus of test subjects in the first phase indicated that Beyond Tobacco trademark had no significant experiential differences in comparison to tobacco cigarettes. Moreover, more than 75% of all retail stores placed reorders of Beyond Tobacco trademark after their initial supply of the product sold out. This is huge news, guys. Taat Limited anticipates that insights derived from the focus groups to be conducted by LVFF will be of great utility to the company as it prepares for the planned Q4 2020 launch of Beyond Tobacco trademark to the general public. The company's flagship subsidiary, Taat Herb Co., has developed Beyond Tobacco trademark, a better-for-you alternative to tobacco cigarettes containing no nicotine or tobacco. Beyond Tobacco trademark cigarettes are designed to closely emulate the experience of smoking a traditional cigarette. This effect is achieved by attributed to include cigarette-style packaging and a stick format, a proprietary blend of tobacco flavor, and enhanced volume of smoke. Each stick of Beyond Tobacco trademark contains at least 50 milligrams of cannabinoidal CBD, a non-psychoactive derivative of hemp, which has been shown effective in mitigating tobacco withdrawals and reducing dependency upon tobacco. Beyond Tobacco trademark is to be offered in an original tobacco version as well as a menthol version. Founded in 2001 and based in eastern Las Vegas, LVFF is a full-service market research firm that has industry-leading capabilities in both qualitative and quantitative studies. In addition to focus groups, LVFF undertakes studies to include web usability testing, mock jury trials, and food beverage taste testing. Clients of LVFF include government agencies, retailers, television and radio stations, nonprofit organizations. Well-known clients of LVFF include R&R Partners, Harrah's Entertainment, and the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Through a team of field investigators, LVFF also collects more than 2,000 intercept interview responses per month for a variety of annual tracking and visitor statistic studies. With more than 14,000 square feet of research facility space and state-of-the-art digital audio video equipment to capture studies in action, Taat Limited is confident that LVFF ability to gather data could be valuable to the maximizing the planned Q4 2020 launch of Beyond Tobacco trademark and its early stage performance in the retail market. I think this is huge, guys. I mean, like, you can see these guys are just putting out news left, right, and center. These guys are doing the right things. These guys are doing things to be legal, to be at the top of the industry. And this is just news that just keeps coming out for Taat. This news just keeps coming out. And this is a brand new company, guys. I mean, I brought you this company first before they were even public, showed you the products, told you I thought they'd be huge. You can go back to when they started. They were at 41 cents pre-IPO. They opened up at 67. Okay? So we can mark the low, right? We can mark the low low and the high high. Let's do that. So here's the, okay, so we just go to drawings, horizontal line. So here's the low low, right? We'll make that a little thicker. And here's the high high. Now, I believe when it's setting a high high and it's a brand new IPO, that it's just setting the tone for where it's going to go. And I believe that, you know, you could literally see the excitement and then retrace and then more excitement on news and then retrace and then a little bit more excitement and then retrace and a little more excitement. So this is a company that's just finding its way. It's gaining steam. It's gaining momentum. It's putting out news. People are getting to know this company. This is the Canadian symbol, TAAT. Now, if you're in America and you want to buy the American symbol, it's MOLOF. A lot of people have been having problems trying to buy the stock. Guys, you can buy the stock on TD Ameritrade, okay? You cannot buy it on Robinhood. Okay, I'm sorry. Robinhood is, you know, they're good for what they do. You know, very standard picks. But you're not going to find a lot of these newer, smaller, undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies there. You just won't. They don't exist there, not yet, but maybe in the future. So right now, Taat is up pre-market, so I fully intend and expect that this is going to go higher. Let's just quickly take a look at the pre-market. Okay, gonna sign back in. Now, if there's anything else moving pre-market or anything else moving that you want me to talk about, please let me know and we'll pull it up. I got my eyes on a lot of picks today, not just Taat, but I think Taat's got some big news and I think we need to watch it carefully. Another company that's up pre-market, actually a lot, is Very Good Food. Very Good Food is actually at 168 pre-market. So if I was going to trap this, I would simply go like this. And we teach you how to use this trap strategy at the Academy. So I would just go like this, and I have this trapped, and we go to the 1 hour, and we're just waiting for it to break our trap up. And if it breaks our trap up, and we feel that momentum is real, there's a lot of catalysts, we could just take a buy. And it's currently already up. It's at 168, so it's already at, you know, it's already around here. So it's already up pre-market. And, you know, I was trying to determine yesterday if that little dip was all we were going to get, because I thought it was really big news that they just raised $8 million. So we'll see. We'll see how it responds today, but it did close at 157, and it's gapping up right now pre-market. Last time I looked, let's take a look right now, it was at 168. So let's take a look, see if I can find it. Yeah, so Taat right now, pre-market is at 168. Very pre-market right now is at 168. Taat pre-market is at 95 cents. So if we go back to Taat, we can see that they are actually trading at 95 cents pre-market. So I'm anticipating that's going to open up a little bit higher on this news. So if I were to do a new line here, right now it's actually at 95. And we'll just give it like a yellow line. Make it thicker. There. So right now it's already up pre-market. Let's see if this continues. I believe it will, because I think this is some big news. But you never know. You know, you don't know if it's going to be shorted. You don't know if there's any insider selling. You don't, you know, there might be a big investor that decides to sell. You just never know in these markets. That's why we really want to take a slow and steady approach to trading, a very methodical approach to trading, have a plan, and attack that plan. And if you do that, you have a chance to have success. But you got to have a plan, okay? This is Taat. You know, I brought you guys this pick first, and I'm not surprised that they've had success so far. But the reality is, I think that this is just a story that's just evolving and is going to gain a lot of steam. And more people are going to learn about this story. More and more people are going to hear about this story. And more people are going to talk about this story. No, I don't think it's going to hit 130 because it's right now at $1.68. Right now, varies at $1.68. So it looks as though that dip was it. And people are positioning themselves accordingly right now. Should be interesting to see how the market does today. Yesterday was an interesting day, wasn't it? Um, market, the market actually was up big, like very big, 500 points, and then it ended up almost down. Some markets ended up down. So very interesting how the market's been moving. Good morning, Jay. How you doing, buddy? Thank you guys for smashing the like. I appreciate you guys. Pamela, you bought Taat last week? Well done, Pamela. You know, Pamela, I'm going to make you a moderator here. Thank you for joining the Trading Academy. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you're seeing the value. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, Faisal. Good morning, Brad. Hey, Brad, thank you for joining the Trading Academy. I'm going to make you a moderator here, brother. Good morning, Robert. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. IMV. Is IMV the one you guys are looking at this morning? Yo, what's up, Dynamic Beast? IMV. Let's take a look at IMV. Wow. Yeah, IMV is screaming pre-market, guys. You can see IMV is up 123% pre-market. Wow. Big move here. IMV just screaming pre-market. Now be careful. I wouldn't immediately just go and chase that momentum. That's how you can get badly hurt. Hey, Jose. How you doing, brother? You're in on Taat at 93 cents, Robert? Hope you win big, bro. Afria? Hey, good morning from Germany. How you doing, brother? Let's take a look at Afria. Let's take a look. And we can look at anything you want this morning, guys. Whatever you guys want to look at, just let me know. Yeah, Afria is up a little bit pre-market. Nothing huge, but another one that's up pre-market is Tesla. Again, Tesla's just been on some type of tear. And you can see they're already up 4% pre-market at 1557. So fully expect Tesla to continue this crazy momentum that they have. It's unexplainable, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's momentum, and momentum can't sometimes be explained. So you can see that this is already going up, right? And you know, we saw what we saw yesterday, where they hit almost 1800. I think they hit a high of 1794 yesterday. So you can mark the high here, just like this. Let's mark the high like this, right? That's the high. We marked the high, and you can see we still got some room to get back up there. So I fully expect it'll get right. I think at this point, we'll probably see Tesla at 2000 at this point. Check out Rio. Faisal says, when I was buying Inca 1, it said you are attempting to buy a non-qualified registered account and CRA penalties might apply. Won't let me buy any idea, Rich. Yeah, you need to buy from a cash account, not from your TS, not from your tax-free savings account. I think that's the problem. I think if you do that, then you'll have no issues. Check out RIG. RIG. R-I-G. Transocean. Okay, it's down slightly. Got it added to the watch list. Thank you for the pick. Hey, Rob. Tesla has news? Yo, Rob. Respect, Rob. I'm going to make you moderator here, Rob. Thank you for being a fan here and being part of this for so long. And please, guys, smash the like button. It allows this video to go more viral so we can talk about the picks and people know we're live. And we're just going to pull up the charts today as the market opens, which is opening right now. We're literally 46 seconds away from market opening. So we might as well be on top of the market and know exactly what's going to happen as it unfolds. And I'm excited to see what the market does. Here is SHLL. I'm a shareholder of SHLL. They had a very interesting day yesterday. They ripped up to $34. I was busy. I wish I had known they were at 34. I would have sold, actually. I do have shares. And then they ripped all the way back down to 21 after that. Kind of weird, right? The market just acting weird yesterday, and this stock acting weird with it. Market going up and then going down. So, I got in, could have sold at 34, would have done well, and then came all the way back down to 21, where I'm obviously not excited. And now it's back up to 22.62 pre-market. So this will be climbing up, I'm assuming, right now. And as the market opens, we're going to see everything start to position themselves accordingly. So you can see here, SHLL is already up 5%. Now let's take a look at everything as it opens up and see where it is. Okay. Here's Tesla. You can see already up. Afria up slightly. IMV up 102%. Here's Veri at $1.67, already up 6%. You can see what I'm talking about. Veri's already at 6% up at $1.67. And Taat at 93 cents, up 1%. So it was at 95 cents, and right now it's showing at 93 cents. Okay, let's see what else is happening in the market here. Market's just getting started. I'm very interested in this company here. This is an electric vehicle stock. I like the fact that I believe there's some upside here. So if you're looking for an electric vehicle play, early stage, XRO is another one that I'm very interested in. And I think at these levels here, pretty decent time to maybe consider positioning yourself, right? And, ride it up. It's done it a few times where it's gone above this zone. So you might be able to get a little cheaper. Maybe even down here, possibly. Possibly. But it seems as though it's not going lower than this zone right now. 85-cent zone. So it seems like that's been the bottom recently. And every time it hits that zone, it starts bouncing up. So when I'm trading, I'm trying to identify patterns. Trying to see momentum and trying to identify patterns. Here's Workhorse. Another electric vehicle play. They're up 4% right now. Okay, and where else? What else? Look at SHLL. It's really climbing right now. Up 7%. It's going towards $23, guys. All right, if there's anything else that's moving, anything else that's popping, please let me know, and we will pull it up while we are live. Anything else you want me to look at, please let me know. Please let me know. And we're looking at the entire market. Okay, so it's pretty interesting. Taat seems to be selling off on this news. Interesting. Could have been a buy the rumor, sell the news event, I guess, maybe yesterday. You can see Veri was at 167, went to 166, back to 167. Only a little bit of volume so far coming in. IMV is retracing now, so just be careful. Not to say that it won't go back up. And Tesla is screaming back up. Look on the 1 minute, and you can see the just screaming back up here on the 1 minute chart. You see Tesla is very bullish, just screaming right up on the 1 minute charts. Now, if there's anything you want me to look at, please let me know, and we'll take a look at it. LXG. Let's pull up LXG. I think the Taat story is just getting started, guys. And this is a company that will be a growth story. It'll be a revenue story. It'll be a real business that makes money. And that is when you're going to see it really explode. Here's LXG. Seems to be climbing right now as we speak. Up 4.5%, almost 5% at 117.5. And you can see the 1 minute chart seems to be going up right now. Okay, and let's see what else. CTX seems to be moving here, guys. Look at this on the 1 minute chart. CTX has big momentum right now. CTX is really moving to start the day here. Some good movement for CTX. Okay, this is PHBI. Okay. NXO, one I'm looking at right now, down a little bit today, but I really like this company. This company is actually doing business with NVIDIA. I love that. I love it when smaller companies are working with bigger companies. So I think this is some huge, huge, huge opportunity here. And I really like the NXO story. Infinite, brother. I've been talking to you about the cannabis sector, but for some reason you love to continue to buy the cannabis. Brother, you got to learn to ride momentum, man. There just is not the cannabis momentum right now that you're looking for. So when you're dumping money into it and there's no momentum, you're really making things difficult for yourself. And I'm not saying that specific stocks are not going to move. They can. But if there's no momentum, I'm not interested. You know, I'm all about momentum. Unless I'm getting in early and I believe there is going to be momentum in the future. But if I get into a pick and there's no momentum, I'm not really that interested. So yeah, this is a good, interesting play here. So smart thinking, Sean. Sean sees the dip in Imagination Park and immediately he's thinking, okay, find the dip, buy it, right? And then let her rip. Very smart thinking. Very smart thinking. So I like the way you're thinking, Sean. We're obviously thinking very similarly. You know, buy the dip and let her rip, guys. You want to find that dip and let her rip. So Imagination Park right now down 18%. Probably a buying opportunity, right? Not to say it can't go lower. It's been as low as 32 cents today. So it definitely might go a little bit lower. But I also think there's some tremendous upside for this company. And if you look at the chart, you can see, I mean, they've been on a tear. Obviously been as high as 43.5, as you can see here. Right? Been as high as 43.5 and have come down now and are retracing back to this level. And this might be a nice position to, you know, position yourself for the next run up. This is GRB. So I know, Rob, you're making a comment about GRB going down. I brought this pick at $1.46, Rob. So I brought it at $1.46. It went to $4.63. So really what you guys got to learn how to do is become better traders. Like, let's be honest, right? I've been out of this trade for a while, right? So I got in early, sold, and I just been waiting, watching. And every time I think I want to buy it, I'm like, well, let's let it go lower. I don't see any reason to buy it yet. So let's just let it go lower. And when I see it goes as low as I want it to go, to the point where it's heavily, heavily, heavily oversold, which will be under the 30 zone. Right now it's at 43. I still think it has room to go lower. So when it gets into that buy zone, maybe 230, 240, 250 maybe, maybe then I might consider buying it, you know? But if you see something coming down and you bought it and then it keeps coming down, you got to ask yourself, what is really your plan of trading? How are you trading this? And you want to get it at the absolute lowest price. But when you see a chart like this that's going down and you're rushing to buy, you got to ask yourself why. That looks like it's going down to me, right? So if you see that's going down, why are you rushing to buy? What is telling you that this is the time to buy? Now, you could guess, but that's not trading. That's not investing. That's guessing. That's gambling, right? So we don't really like to gamble here. We like to make smart business decisions, smart investing decisions. You can clearly see the trend right now is down for a greenbrier, but that's pretty, understandable considering where it came from. I mean, let's not forget where it came from, right? Let's be realistic. In February, it was at 48 cents. It went to $4.63, so it went up almost 10 times your money. So obviously, when it goes from 40 cents to 460, it's going to get some resistance, and that's what's happening. People are going to find a floor. They want to get the lowest price possible, and that's when you see that it will start to go back in the other direction. Eventually it'll find the floor, right? Let's say this is the floor. I'm not suggesting it is, but eventually we'll find a floor, and it might go a little lower. It might go down here. Kind of what I'm thinking is the floor. Maybe this gets extended to here, right? So let's just say it's extended to here, and then from there, we want to look for some consolidation, sideways trading, and then the next leg up. But if we don't see consolidation, sideways trading, and we just see it's going down, why are we buying? Right? If it's just going down, why are we buying? We want to wait till it stops going down, then we want to buy, right? So this is all about entries and exits and entries and exits and entries and exits and entries and exits. VBIV. I like VBIV. All right, now let's take a look at the markets, see if there's anything popping that we need to look at. So far, nothing crazy happening yet. Taat actually going down on this big news, which is weird. But for those of you that really like this deal, could create an amazing buying opportunity. You can see it went to 89 cents, which was the bottom of the day, and is bouncing off the 89 cents zone, and is currently at 90 cents. So I know why this is going down. It's probably because of the fact that they just don't have revenue yet, which is understandable, but they just acquired a revenue generating assets. So I think that's going to be big. You can see IMV here. It went up, it came down, and now it's going back up. So it hit the bottom, and now it's starting to scream back up. Wow. It's now at 620. Wow, 619. So it's up 105%, just really screaming up right now and showing a lot of momentum right now as we speak. IMV. Now, if we go to markets and we go to top gainers, okay, so these are all the top gainers of the day. We can take a look at INMB, up 81% right now. ICON is up 75% right now. EBON is up 41%. You can see the green. VNRX is up 31%. You can see the green. REID up 23%, but coming down right now. VXRT is screaming up, guys. Wow. VXRT has been on a tear, up 25% right now. Looks like the next vaccine stock, COVID-19 stock that's just making a move today. MYSZ at $1.50, up 30%. DOGZ on the NASDAQ at $1.92, up 22%. BOXL at $2.15, up 36%. So these are some of the big plays that are happening today. EIGI up 25%. NUZE up 17%. OBLN up 14%. ALDX up 14%. Here's TLSA up 12%. So just looking at some of the bigger players of the day. Here's Inovio. Inovio is making a big move again. Inovio up 7%, $27.50 range. Here's OGEN, another COVID-19 potential play. OGEN at 94 cents, up 8%. UAVS up 7%. Here's VBIV, one of my top 10 for July. Told you guys they'd be a monster, and boom. There's VBIV, huge move up, 7%, and they've been doing very well. Is there any other stuff that I'm looking at? Wow, NVAX, are you kidding me? Wow. NVAX just screaming now at $108, up 4%. GRWG, one of my favorite cannabis companies, up 10% right now. Grow Generation Corp, just a beast. You can see Tesla really screaming up right now. Tesla at 1570, up just under 5%. The TAT US symbol is MOLOF. All right, guys, so that's what we're looking at in the markets right now. If there's anything that changes in the markets, anything else that evolves, I will let you know. Very interesting day here so far in the markets. And let's see here, Market Watch. Let's go to Market Watch. So far the Dow Jones is up slightly, and S&P 500 is also up slightly. NASDAQ is up slightly. Gold is actually down slightly. Oil is down slightly, and the global Dow is down slightly. So seems like COVID-19 is still in the headlines. And as long as they're in the headlines, I don't know how that's going to affect the market. Market's very volatile right now, in my opinion. Okay, and we go to our watch list. Okay, we're just back to our watch list here, and let's take a look at everything that's happening. LXG, I brought you them yesterday. They are screaming up, now up to $1.19, up 6%. LXXGF in America, up 5% today. Very screaming up, guys, at $1.76, now up 12% and climbing. Very is screaming up right now, guys. That's very good for Very. And what else? THMG, I am a shareholder of THMG. I brought you guys this pick. Told you guys I'm a big fan of theirs. They're up 8%, currently at 27 cents. And if we look at the American one, that's the American one, and the Canadian one is just THM like this. There it is. And you can see the Canadian one has yet to trade yet today, currently sitting at 28.5 cents. Wow, Taat down at 87 cents on this big news. It really doesn't make any sense. But as an investor, we're looking for these opportunities. So as an investor, this is right now at 36. This is becoming very, very close to a buy zone in my opinion. And if it gets to that zone of 30 or under, I would definitely be looking to position myself in a buy and then ride it back up. Okay? Because there's really no reason for this to be selling off like this on this news. This is actually really strong news. And it might be selling off due to the fact that they're doing an acquisition based on stock, like Very did. However, once it settles in and people recognize the value of this deal, you're going to see the stock will go higher, which is what we're seeing with Very. Because what did Very do? They raised $8 million yesterday. So yes, they raised it at $1.30, and yes, people are going to look at that and say, well, it's dilutive. Somewhat. However, what about the $8 million that Very just got? That's $8 million that they can put towards their business. That's $8 million they could put towards growing their company. That is the way I got to look at certain things. And that's the way you got to learn to look at certain things. You have to learn how to read between the lines and understand the news. That's how you become a great trader, right? And even yesterday, I was sitting there thinking, maybe that dip was the dip. And I was right. It was the dip. And it could have went lower. I was thinking it could go as low as 130. But you know what? People might say, you know what? I like this deal. Now they got $8 million. It's off to the races. And clearly that's what's happening right now with very good food. Had a dip yesterday. It's right back up. And this is very bullish right now, in my opinion. Now, be careful. We are approaching this sell zone. Over 70 on the RSI is the sell zone. So we could see a trend reversal. Be careful. But right now it seems to me that they got through the worst part of it and they're gaining steam again. So this might just continue on all the way to $2. It just might. I mean, there's a very good chance that's going to happen. Here's Imagination Park. It was just at 33 cents. We were looking at it and look, it hit that bottom and it's already climbing back up. It's already at 37 cents. So if you bought that dip and you let it rip, you already be up. So I don't know if you did, Sean, but if you did, you're already up, brother. Thoughts on PK? Why is Believe trading in Americas but not in Canada? Honestly, bro, I don't like you. I don't have all the answers for Believe. You know what I mean? I own Believe. They just junk. They're just a junk stock. They've been a nightmare, and really just think they're just trash, to be honest with you. I think they're just a complete nightmare stock. So I really got nothing good to say about that company. I'm not really impressed with them. And I mean, they've just been a nightmare. They just shown that they're incapable, in my opinion. So I stay away from incapable companies. I like the companies that have management that are capable, not incapable. So in my opinion, I just stay away from those types of companies. THMG, as you can see here, still at 27 cents, up 8%. So it's going to be interesting to see what it does today. So it'll be very interesting to see. We were at 30 cents yesterday. Let's see if we can get back to 30 cents today. That would be great. The volume hasn't really come in yet, only 400 shares. So really dead volume so far. So we'll see if this changes. So the market doesn't really look that strong today from what I see, in my opinion. Look at Very's climbing, guys. Look at it. It just hit $1.80, okay? It's now at 178, up 13% and gaining steam. So Very's looking extremely strong right now. Very, very bullish. Wow, Very just hit $1.81. Oh my goodness, Very is absolutely exploding, guys. It is flying. I wonder if there's any news. Very, very bullish for Very now at $1.81 and absolutely screaming for Very. But outside of that, I really don't see anything else screaming right now. So Very's the one. I mean, out of the picks that we watch every day, Very's the one that's really having a big day right now. Everybody else kind of trading sideways, maybe down, up a little bit, but nothing crazy happening. Wow, look at this Prev. Prev's making a big move, guys. You can see here that they made a big move yesterday. They're making another move today. So Prev seems to be doing some things here. Yeah, a lot of red today so far. You can see Taat is now bouncing back off that low that it hit, I guess, of 87. And you can see that there's a nice bullish candle that's formulating on the 1 minute. Starting to come back up there. Off the bottom here that it hit at around 35 on the RSI. Starting to come back up. So when you're learning to trade, you want to learn to use your indicators, and this is going to tell you when to get in and get out of trades. So if you're looking at Greenbrier, for example, GRB, there's Greenbrier here, you'll see that GRB hit all the way at 12 in the RSI, which was the buy zone, and that was where we hit the low today of 258, and it immediately jumped up, right? So in my opinion, if you're trading this, you want to be picking this up around that 258 zone. That's where I'd be looking to buy this today. If I'm looking to buy this, I'd be looking to buy it here, right? You want to be buying in the bottom of the RSI at the buy zone. Position yourself, get in low, and then when it rides up and you see that it's, it's climbing and then starts getting resistance and slowing down, get out. That's how you trade. Wow, Very's flying, guys. Look at it go. Very now at 184 and up 17%. It just hit 185. We're going to $2, guys. We're going to $2. Mark my words, we're going to $2 probably today. I was talking about this yesterday with Amanda, and I was like, Amanda, I don't know. I think this is going to go. I like the news. I love the $8 million they got. I think this is going to go. And she's like, no, it's probably going to go down. I'm like, I don't know, Amanda. I think this is going to go. It's just a gut thing, and look at it go. My thoughts on the GRB dip is a buying opportunity. Anytime a good company is dipping, it's a buying opportunity. Yeah, some people have been talking about the symbol art. When I put up the symbol art, it doesn't even pull up. So I don't really know what to say. It doesn't show up. I like drone delivery systems. I like drone deliveries. TAKOF. I like drone delivery. Oh, Very just had a little bit of a sell-off here. After that big run up, a little bit of a sell-off here. Very choppy day in the markets right now, guys. You can see right here in Market Watch, the market's very choppy. Look, we're about to go all red. So, very choppy day in the market, and we're probably going to end up in the red. And I wanted to bring you the big news on Taat. And even though Taat had really big news, stock's actually been going down. So, kind of weird, but that can create a buying opportunity for investors that want to get in cheap. That's the way you need to look. You got to look at things like when things are down, it's a buying opportunity. When things are up, it's a selling opportunity. Is Jet still on my radar? I mean, Jet had a nice run, but they've lost that momentum, right? So I like to get in stuff low and ride it high, right? Jet already made a big move. So I don't jump into stuff after it's already made his big move. I want to ride that move. I don't know. I'm not as excited about it right now, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. I just not as excited about it. I was more excited about it before. Lost a little bit of interest in it. And I think it's kind of gained, it had its run, right? And not to say it can't have another run. But the key with these things is, buy them when low and sell them when they're high. I like Planet 13. Yeah, big fan of Halo Labs, and I've been talking with them and obviously doing a lot of videos with them and their management, and not surprised with anything they do. And that's why we bring them on the show, is to help tell their story and let you guys understand this, early stage, undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunity. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Lexigene, Colton. What do I think about TTOO? I'm not familiar with them very much, but I've heard of them. But I haven't like researched them that much. At least the Dow is green so far. MIR. Here's MIR, Medmira Inc. 55 cents. Yeah, I don't know if I like this company. There's way too many shares for me. 658 million shares for a 54-cent stock. Yeah, I don't like that. I like tight share structures. I don't know enough about this company, but I don't like the share structure. I'm telling you right now. So, not a big fan of that one. I like tight share structures, and that is definitely not a tight share structure. Okay, you can see Very now kind of falling here from those highs. It did go as high as 185, now coming down to 179. If you're looking to get into Very and it's having this dip now, you might want to position yourself. So the way you got to look at the markets, right? You want to buy in the red, sell in the green, buy the dips, and let it rip. If you think this continues up and you get in on this dip, you can ride it up on the next run up. If you think this continues, this is just probably a retrace. And then, because you see it went way over 70 on the RSI, which is our sell zone. So this is telling you sell. And what did it do? It sold. So now it's lost steam. So now it's ready for another leg up, in my opinion. So you want to see how low it goes and then maybe position yourself accordingly. And if you think this continues up, you maybe get in around 178 and then you ride this back up. That's how you trade. Or it might keep going lower. We'll see. That's the crazy thing about the markets, right? Yeah, so not the greatest day in the market right now, guys. There isn't that much stuff going on. There isn't that much excitement at the moment. Kind of a choppy day. And then you can go to Market Watch and you can see what I'm talking about. Like, there's a lot of red, right? So I just think that this is going to be one of these choppy days. So just be careful today. Like I've said to you guys for quite some time, try to stay in cash because these are really interesting times in the market. A lot of stuff is really high, despite the fact that we're in a coronavirus pandemic. So you need to be careful and you need to take precautions when you're investing in this market. Happy Glass says, do you think that this cannabis industry will pop when everybody else has been shut and they are essential? I think that it will see them go up this month on the reporting of others. What do you think? I think it's possible. But, you know, nobody knows for sure. So all right now you can't really take, you got to kind of throw logic out the window because we're not living in logical times. So nothing is really making sense in the markets anymore. So everything is, in my opinion, very risky right now. So stay in cash. Cash is king. Ride momentum. Go in and out. Buy low, sell high, and invest in undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies. And if you're riding momentum, just ride momentum, which means get in low, and then when it goes up and then it loses steam, get out. Simple, easy, it works. And if you follow that structure and you follow that system, you will have results and you will create success. Okay, guys, we've been live for about an hour now. Thank you guys for watching. If there's any other big news or anything else that's happening, I'll let you know. But the big news today was from Taat Lifestyle and Wellness yesterday. Stock did rip up 10% after the news, and now it's going down. In my opinion, it's just because of the fact that the revenue is not there yet. But once they start putting out that revenue, I think we're going to see a company that's going to do extremely well. And we're in the early stages of a very, very exciting growth story with Taat Lifestyle and Wellness. So you have to decide how you want to position yourself in this early stage story. And you have to understand that when you're investing in early stage stories, that you got to give it time. You got to give it time for the story to evolve, for them to put out press releases, for them to have revenue, for them to have growth, because they just haven't had enough time. Okay, guys? Taat Lifestyle and Wellness, TAAT in Canada, MOLOF in America. And down slightly, I believe, in my opinion, that these may be buying opportunities and we may see them go much higher in the future. And I mean much higher. So stay tuned. I'll let you know. And you can see right here, like I said, boom, sold off, just a retrace. And now it's probably gonna just go right up now again. Okay. It lost steam. And then now look, it's turning up. And I believe it goes back up and does another run. So when you're trading, you're trying to identify these patterns and you want to be able to take advantage of these momentous moves. Okay, guys? All right, guys, this is Rich from Rich TV Live. Hopefully you learned a lot today. If you have any questions, anything you need, just message me, email me. You want to join our trading academy? Email me, richtvlive@gmail.com. Love to have you. And would love to work with you. So just email me, richtvlive@gmail.com. Love to have you be a part of the squad. And other than that, if you guys have any questions, concerns, please let me know. Message me directly. Email me, message me in this video. Look at this. See the green starting to pull up with Taat here? I think Taat goes higher. But like I said, you never know in these markets. So guys, if there's anything you need, please let me know. If you like this video, smash the like button, comment down below, and hit the bell for notifications. So every single time we go live, you get access first. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, you're probably not watching. We bring in the winners, and we bring them to you first. As we said, very good food, came down, retraced, and now is starting to move up. Exactly as predicted. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.